What's up, everybody? Rant Rich here, back with another one. So as you can see, for all you long-time listeners and viewers, I am back where it all started. You can see the background right here. I'm in my cold, damp, wet, nasty garage right now. I have a full house right now because of what's going on. I had to come down to the roots to talk about some things, not about picks. Today, unfortunately, I don't have any picks because there are no fights, and that's what I want to talk about today. I want to get your opinions on the UFC and what's going on. Make sure you comment down below. So let's start from the beginning. Dana White, originally, he was the last professional, somewhat mainstream sport to stop pretty much after all this Corona stuff came out. He was the last one. He still had fights. He said, all right, we don't have to have an audience. We're going to cut down the numbers of people. So, you had judges, the refs. Like I had said on my last video, it was a little weird, a little airy, but it did the tricks. So I was excited to see all these upcoming events. I was getting ready for him, getting really excited. And from his mouth, he said that he's going to continue. He tried all sorts of different things to be creative. He tried a Native American reservation, going to different countries, anywhere that would basically be under the radar. And Dana White's pretty infamous for doing that. Some call him money hungry. I don't know. What do you guys think? Again, comment down below. Let me know. So coming up to this point, the fights were still on. Dana White said he's going to make it happen. It's going to get done. But then the CDC guidelines changed. So now instead of I think it was 100 at the beginning, now it's 10 people per room. You can't exceed that. And putting on these shows, you need more than 10 people. You could probably keep it under 100 like he did the first time, but 10 is just too much. So he came out and said, I think it was on ESPN, he said that we have to postpone these fights. Some sites are saying that these fights are actually canceled. I don't know what's exactly going to happen with that. I want to say that they're just postponed. They're going to probably be pushed out until hopefully soon all this stuff kind of clears up and things get situated. So another big part of that, he said these fight nights, that's fine. I'll postpone them, cancel, whatever's going to happen. But UFC 249 is the big issue. Nurmagomedov versus Ferguson. He really is pushing for this one, even though all this other stuff is going on, even though these guidelines, 10 per room, still can't get it done. Some even joked about him having it on a ship out in the middle of the sea, in space. Somebody said that too, have it out in space. So with all jokes aside, I really think that the UFC and Dana White, they're really pushing for this next pay-per-view event to go down. UFC 249, but I don't know how. I know the UFC's done some tricky stuff in the past. Don't know where. I mean, the whole world is kind of on a similar platform right now as far as this virus goes. Everybody seems to be taking it very seriously, and that's of course going to affect Dana White's plans for having this event go down. So how do I feel? I feel that Dana White took the right approach at the beginning. I felt that the guidelines were a little bit different. This wasn't as well known as it is now. Every day we're finding out new facts and new things about people that have contracted it, how it's contracted, like all sorts of little things that we didn't know the day before. So going back to last week's event, clearing out the whole arena, I thought that was the best thing that they could do, making everybody, fighters, anybody that works for the UFC, as safe as possible. At the time, again, not knowing as much as we do now, I think that was the way to go. But as far as Dana White goes now, I really think that he should just take a seat. Organize for the future. Leave this alone for a while. Let's just take it day by day, week by week, step by step, and don't push it too hard. He's really serious about pushing this UFC event, and I don't think it's necessary. I think in some way, shape, or form, any fight that got canceled, if it's actually canceled and not postponed, hook the fighters up with a little something. You can't do nearly as much as you could if they had bonuses or if they were actually fighting, even if it's just a show. I'm sure he can't do that, but just something to ease the pain a little bit. So I say, take the hit, UFC. I know you guys did buy for billions and you're trying to make that back and it's going to take a while, but I think that everybody's taking a hit right now, and I don't think the UFC should be any different. I mean, look at the NBA right now, MLB, every sport, everything, every business, small businesses, big businesses, everybody's kind of just on a chill moment right now, and I think that should go on as long as it needs. Now, I can't really give credit to Dana White for pulling the plug on these fight nights. In the next few weeks, we have these fight nights that were coming up, because he was kind of forced to do that. But with this big UFC event, I understand they're going to be taking a loss, and I understand that it's very important. I'm a huge MMA fan, and I would love to watch fights every single week without a doubt. But the coronavirus seems a lot more important than my entertainment. As for the fighters go, again, if you can, for the people that were scheduled, the UFC should just compensate them just a little something, a fraction of what they would have made if they actually fought and people came in. An organization as big as the UFC and a sport as big as MMA is today, they should be able to back that up. So that's all I got. I just wanted to get on here, give my opinion about what's going on with the fights. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing anything for at least a few weeks. we'll see about that UFC 249 card. Either way, I'm going to be watching. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to be in the safety and the privacy of my own home. I'm not going to be about at bars. They're all closed. Being actually at the fight, of course, that's not going to happen. So I think we all just need to take a breath, including the UFC, see where this all goes, see how it plays out in the next few weeks, and then go from there. So remember to let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments below. Like this video if you liked it or found it useful. Subscribe if you haven't already. So until next time, as always, Rant Rich here, signing out from my garage. I'm out of here. Latest.